scrambling techniques that I discussed. We have seen these the encoding schemes, the scrambling technique. I mean, we have seen different encoding schemes, but ultimately you need some technique that can provide lack of DC components. I mean, there should not be any DC component. There should not be any long sequence of zero level line signals, or there should not be any reduction in data rate, and also it must have error detection capabilities, etc. Those things we have seen last times. So if you consider all those things together, then you see you have to consider some scrambling techniques. There are two types of scrambling techniques are there. One is bipolar with 8-0 substitutions, and another one is high density bipolar 3 zeros. So in bipolar 8-0 substitutions, once you can see if consecutive PC, actually it is a modification of the bipolar AMI alternate mark inversions, bipolar AMI. There you have seen this. If you see for one state, you see it will be constant. For other state, it will vary from I mean positive or negative, positive to negatives, right? So likewise, if you see AMI technique, it is some example. The example is shown here. See, this is a beat streams. These are beat streams. Last time I've seen it, and in conventional AMI techniques, bipolar AMI. So if you zero corresponds to zero voltage, and so other state one state will be either positive or negatives. You see, it is positives here. Next, it is negatives. It is not always positive. It is alternately, so that DC component will be absent. Right. I mean, if DC component, that is AC constant component is here, but it's zero. There is no DC component. Right. So and plus minus AC plus minus is here. So obviously DC will be absent here in such cases. So you see, this is this ones. It is positive, negative, but here since it is negatives, so next one will be positives. Like this is AMI. And here the drawback is this synchronization problem will be there. A long string of zeros are there, so there will be a if some drift is there, then obviously there will be loss of synchronizations, right? Drift, and because of the drift, the receiver will not be synchronized, right? So that problems can be avoided if you consider with the bipolar 8-0 substitutions. If there is as per these schemes, if long stream of 8 zeros are there, then they will be encoded as two types of there. It is 0 0 0 plus, I told you, 0 0. Next there will be the plus or minus, that depends on the previous value. Here you can see last time what I mentioned. If the last value preceding this octet, last value preceding this, so this is the octet, 8 zeros are there. So last value, this is the last value. If it is positive, then it will be 0 0 0 0 plus will be there. But if last value negatives, then it will be negatives. You see, last value negatives. So that means it is after 3 zeros, it will be negatives. So that's why it is 0 0 V. V means that is violations, bipolar violations. V indicates actually bipolar violations. As per as per AMI, you see, if it is negative, then that should be positive here. But it here instead of positive, it is negative. So that's why violation is here. But you see, next it is 0 0 V, and next will be B0 VB. I mean, as per the rules, if you see it negatives, the last time I mentioned, it is 0 0 0. Next will be negatives. Next will be positives. Next will be 0. Next will be positives. Next will be negatives. So 4 4 8. So in this way, it will be encoded. So that's what it is here. You see 0 0 V violation is here. Violations. Right. Next B positives. Next it is positive B0. B0, again it is positives. Since it is positives. So here it is, it should be negatives, but here it is positive here. That means violation is here. So B0 VB. So B, and next one it is, you see V, and next it is B. Negatives means V, if there is no violation here. B means it is bipolar signals, valid bipolars. B means it is valid bipolar signals, right? So this is, in this way you can encode it any bit streams, but keep in mind the previous value before this octet, whether positive or negative, that you have to check it accordingly. It will be 00 V, next B0 VB will be there, but if it is 00 V is there, next will be B0 VB. In this way it will be encoded like these things, right? So this is bipolar with 8-0 substitutions, right? So next is high density bipolar. Another scheme is here. In this case, it is something different is here. Here 4 consecutive zeros are there. Then either in high density bipolar 3-0 substitutions is high density bipolar 3-0. In this case, you see, if consecutive 4 zeros are there, then either they could be encoded as 000V, or it can be it would be B00V, like these things, right? So in this way you have to consider it. So what the rule is, when you consider these ones, the rule is, say, if you write it in these forms, I think this part, if you just follow it for HDB3, this part you must follow it from Farrozen. The two books I am following, one is Farrozen's, another is Stallings, 7th edition Stallings, and Farrozen's 4th edition. And let me see, I think it is 4th edition. Yes, Farrozen's. That's a nice book, that regulations. So you see polarity. Next, if you see, if it is the last value, I mean the last substitutions, you can say last substitution, it is odd, if it is even. So if it is polarity, it is negatives. And if it is odd, then it will be 0, 0, 0 negatives, right? The polarity is positives. Then you see it will be 0, 0, 0 plus. If it is odd even means, here see, if you consider this number of ones here, you see number of ones. If it is even, then you have to follow these ones. If it is odd, single one, then you have to follow these columns. So in even case it will be plus 0, 0 plus, and in the S case it is negative 0, 0 negative, these things, right? But keep in mind, two consecutives, generally if 8 zeros are there, then one will be one type, other will be other type. The repetition will not be there. If it is 00V, the next one will be B00V. If it is B00V starting, the next one will be 000V. So let us take an example quickly. This also you can consider this one. I'm taking other examples. You see it quickly, you can follow it. If you follow it, it's very simple, but if you don't follow, you will have problems. You just see it in taking, say, 1, say, letting say 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
These ones. Then you see the even. You have to consider now even is here. Even even ones are there. So you have to follow which one even ones, and so even ones. If you consider this is positive, this is negatives. This is positives and this is negatives. Like these things it can be reversed also, but if you consider this is positive, this is negatives, then you see this one. Okay. Negative. Then you see what I have mentioned. You see even and last value negatives. So you see polarity last value negatives, and it is even, so it will be plus 00 V. So this one will be here plus 00 V. So you see it here, it will be plus 00 V. Violation will be there. Violation means you see it will be positives. That's what it is here. You see plus 00 plus 00 plus means violations. One violations plus 00 this much. Next one is here. Next is 1, but it since you have to consider this one 1. So this is positive negative. So next 1 will be negatives. Here it is considered positive. Anyway, if you just consider this is single one is here, and if it is positive, say if it is negative, then of course it will be starting from this it is a negative. It is, and it is assuming this is, say this is new versions. So another coding schemes, if you just consider this is 1, only 1 is here, that means it is odd, and it is negative, odd, and it is odd and it is negative. So you have to consider this one 00 000 negatives. So it is 0 0 0, it is negatives. It will be these ones, right? That means you can write in the as per B and V. You see, it is B00 V, and it is 0 0 0 V, like this ones. Okay, in this way. And if it is 0 0 0 V, the next one will be blindly you can write it. It will be B00 V, means it will be valid bipolar. Next is 0 0 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So B00 V violations will be here. So it is this one. So it will be B00B. You see it here. So in this way, you can 8 consecutive zeros are encoded in this format. This is so high density bipolar 3 zeros. High density bipolar 3 zeros. This one. Okay. So this one scamming techniques, right? So have you followed this one? This This is most important because some of the new problems will be given, so you have to encode it in this way. Some problem bit stream will be given to you, and you have to consider these encoding schemes. What will be the questions will be asked? I mean, though of course it is multiple choice MCQ type will be questions will be there, but you have to find out the correct ones. If you have any questions, you can ask. Anybody, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Sir,
Yes.
this thing we need to see only at the starting, sir. If there is a long number of zeros, then will we continue this trend?
Yes, what you are saying?
So
Yes.
I was saying that if there is a long number of zeros, so the starting one only we will see here, and afterwards we'll just continue the trend.
First you have to see the before substitutions, before proceeding the 8 zeros, what is the value?
Yes,
That
sir.
you have to see. If it is 1, either it will be positive or negatives,
Yes, sir.
right? And also you have to check it whether it is odd or evens. Odd
Yes,
or even, that you have to check it, right?
Yes.
So accordingly you you just follow the rules, you can have it.
Yes, sir.
That's the reasons, that's the point only.
Yes.
You have to check it the previous ones, right? Previous before 80 you have to see the number of ones, even or odd, and also you have to check it whether it is positive or negatives. Then only you can write, say here you have in HDB3. I mean here if you bipolar, this is not this is bipolar 80 substitutions. Here you see 000V violation, it is there because it is negative, that's why it is violation 000V, and next one will be B0VV. Right. This is actually followed from these rules, either 00 plus minus plus, or it can be 000 plus minus 0 minus plus, right? So that you have to check it. In that case in bipolar 80 substitutions, and in case of high density bipolar 3 zeros, here you have to see the 4 zeros, not the first 40, next 40. In the first 0 you have to see it with the number of ones, odd or evens, right? Before the substitutions here, and also here you have to see it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Many problems are there. You can take arbitrarily, and some problems you can see it also. And Farojan you can see it. Snelling's problems may be given in that. You can check it. I have not seen any problems. Examples are there, but problems, if you see one or two problems, then it will be more clear. If you check, if you just do it one problems, then it will be clear. Any unknown problems, but you follow the rules only. If you know the rules, it's not a problem at all.
Yes, sir. Rules I followed.
Rules follow it, then you no problems. Okay, you take any unknown problems, and if you not do it, then you tell me, I'll just solve it. Okay.
Yes.
Next is next you see the block coding. Just the last ones. In case of block coding, another coding scheme is here. Most probably this is may not be in your syllabus, but you know it. You should know it. Block coding is here actually synchronizations and the error detection. These are generally provided using some redundancy. Here in the block coding schemes, some sort of redundancy is used to ensure synchronizations and to provide the inherent error detections, right? Redundancy means suppose some bit stream is here, say 5 bit your message, right? That you have to encode it. Then 5 bit is encoded to, say, maybe 6 bit or maybe 7 bit, depending upon the coding schemes, right? So there are actually 3 processes are involved. In fact, here actually
if that means extra bits you are adding, right? That is the redundancy. So if you have a say m bits, if you have a m bits, right? Then it is actually converted to a n bits, where n is greater than m, right? And here actually it is generally you have seen this two binary, one quaternary. I told you the remember multi-level encoding schemes that I have seen, say two binary, one quaternary, like these things, or 8 binary, 6 ternary, like these things. Here actually it is, in this case it is both will be binary, MB. A slash generally is used. Sometimes it is not used, but generally most of the cases slash is used. NB to NB, right? A slash actually this indicates that this is a block code. So here actually 3 steps are there. One is the division. Next one is the substitutions. And third one is the combinations. So actually in the division process, the sequence of certain bit stream is divided into group of m bits. If it is m bits, so suppose some long stream of bits are there, 0 1 0 1 0 0 etc. That is actually divided into a groups of m bits, right? And if it is a 4 binary, if you just consider here MB, NB, suppose it is 4 binary, 5 binary, 4B by 5B, then the bit stream is divided into 4 bit groups, right? And next substitution will be there. That is the division process. In the substitution process, the 4 bit it is substituted to 5 bit groups. That is the substitutions. Next it will be converted to groups of m bits. So say it is 4 bits, so it is 4 bits, then it will be group of 5 bits. So in this case 4 bit by 5 bit. And finally this again this n bits, that is n, and these n bits are combined to get the bit streams, right? So that is the encoding schemes. So that is, there are 3 processes, divisions, substitutions, and the combinations, right? That is the block coding schemes, right? And here actually if you just see actually it is this okay, in this the you see the format like these things. So m bit, say this one group, there can be another group of m bit, there could be another group of m bit, like these things, right? This will be converted to MB to NB, right? And so you'll get a group of, this is group of m bits, groups of m bits, so you'll get groups of n bits, like this. This will be bigger ones compared to this. Like this, in this way. This is giving the hints. So this is just consider. I think Hamming code, if we read it, that will be too. That is a block code principle. We'll discuss one typical coding scheme, Hamming distance. That is a Hamming code. The error detection, maybe after 2 classes I'll just discuss. Then that is also a block code, one type of block code that you'll see, it will be more clear. In fact, in this case, it is used, this block code is used with NRZ I. NRZ, I know different, I think you have, remember, that is NRZ I, that is a differential encoding schemes, change or lack of change. The bits are recognized as a change or lack of change. Right. So the block code actually is used with this NRZ I to have these have the synchronization problems, right? To overcome the synchronization problems. I mean, NRZ I to overcome yes, NRZ I in case of NRZ I, see synchronization problem was there because you see sometimes there can be long stream of zeros will be there, or a long stream of ones will be there, like say AMI or like these things. A long stream of zeros will be there in case of NRZ I. Right. So that can be a problem for synchronizations. When the block code is used with this NRZ I, right? Then you see it can be it can avoid these synchronizations. I mean, there will not be no long sequence of zeros in this case in block code. Block code, there will be no long sequence of zeros. And so because it is a 4B, 5B, so but it converted to these ones. So long sequence of zeros or ones, zeros will not be present, right? But here the problem is this. Problem is the DC problems will be there. DC problem will be there in this case in block code, right? Also, another thing is here signal rate will be high. Signal rate will be high in this case, block code. Anyway, we'll see it, we'll discuss one typical coding schemes, Hamming code, that will be more clear. What is this block code and how it is used for error detection. It's a forward error correcting scope, error detecting and correcting codes, Hamming distance, that will see it. So let us now have all, I have discussed all the encoding schemes. So have a quick look of all the their bandwidth requirement is most important. You see, I'm just a comparative graph. I'm just showing it. Next to it, complete it this once. So if you just see, if you just plot, it will be clear to you. So this is, let us say, is a square voltage requirement, mean square voltage. Voltage per unit bandwidth versus normalized frequency. You can see that, say it is F by R, and R the target is the frequency. So if you just plot this is a start with this. This is 0.2. This is 0.4. This is 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 2.0, like this is, and here it is a 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2, 1.4, like this is. Then if you see which case maximum bandwidth required will be clear. So only for NRZ it is nothing like this.
the same time, see it for Manchester. This is from Manchester, and for scrambling techniques. Scrambling techniques, somewhat less for this is for bipolar, zero substitutions, or HD B3. This is AMI or zero ternary. This is Manchester or differential Manchester, and this is NRZ schemes, NRZ L or NRZ. So you can have some idea. You see, maximum power requirement is there. You see for this in this case, right? You see it here. Scrambling techniques, but bandwidth requirement is very less in this case. Manchester coding, you see it here. Manchester coding is okay. Here power requirement is very less, but you see it here. Here bandwidth requirement is quite high, right? Because it might be transitions are here. And NRZ, you see here, power requirement is this one. Also, if you increase the frequency, then you see like this. It varies like this. So there is some comparative graphs for different encoding schemes. So if, till now, if you have any questions regarding encoding schemes, anyone you can ask. Now we start the new topic, that is data communication techniques. So far we have considered the data transmission techniques. Now we'll consider the data communication techniques. Anybody, if you have any questions regarding encoding schemes, you can ask.
No, sir.
Okay, just a minute. So any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Any questions regarding any encoding schemes? If you have any questions, quickly you can ask. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So we have, till now we have discussed transmission impairments, transmission media, encoding schemes, and some performance also we have discussed, channel rate, etc. Those things we have discussed. So that is, those are actually data transmissions, right? Those are related to data transmission. Now we'll consider
data communications, right? So you see, when data are transmitted between two devices, transmitter receiver, timing of the bits must be same. Timing of bits, that means what does it mean? Timing of bits means rate, durations, duration and spacing. Rate, duration and spacing must be same for transmitter and receiver. In fact, we have seen this, that is actually called the synchronizations. Synchronization. Right. So, and there are two common techniques are there for this timing. One is it is asynchronous transmission schemes, asynchronous transmissions, asynchronous, and number two is the synchronous transmissions. From the terminology, it's something confusing. We are discussing synchronizations, but why it is asynchronous? First, let us see, then it will be clear why it is asynchronous. But it provides synchronizations. But the term, but the scheme is called asynchronous. Why? That we'll see. That we can understand if you follow this technique. So in asynchronous, first let us discuss the asynchronous transmissions. Here you see if you have timing problem, this timing problem we have seen this, just spacing, rate, spacing, durations, those problems will be there. So that problem will be avoided in this scheme if you transmit instead of long stream of bits, character by character. In fact, in this case, in these transmission schemes, the bit streams are transmitted character by character, not as a long stream of bits. Uninterrupted stream of bits is not transmitted, rather character by character. The data are transmitted one character at a time. One character at a time. The characters may consist of 5 to 8 bits. It may consist of 5 to 8 bits in lengths, right? That is the character. And you see, and the timing must be maintained within each character. Timing must be maintained within each character, right? And receiver, you see, it will synchronize at the beginning of each new characters. You see the format. Actually, it will transmit together with some start bit and stop bit, and some parity bit. So if you see how character streams are asynchronous character streams are transmitted, if you follow this one, it will be clear. The technique, I'm just showing it. So this is character by character. So character consisting of 5 to 8 bits together with start bit and stop bit. So here it is this ones. Next. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it can be, this is the actually data bits. This is the data bits, and this is the start bit. This is the start bit. This is the start bit, and here it is the ideal state.
I'm telling you, this is actually 0. This is 1. Taking the reverse just. Energet, polar schemes, 1 can be negative, 0 can be positive. Like this. Here 0 means it is positives. So this is the start bit, and this is the data bits. This is the data bits. Data bits that can be 5 to 8 in lengths. Data bits. Right. The data bits, and next will be parity bits will be there for error detections. Parity bit, P bit is there. It can be odd or evens, odd parity or even parity. And next will be the stop element. Stop element. This is can be 1 bit or a 1.5 bit, or can be 2 bit, maximum 2 bit in durations. So it is 1 to 2 bit, 2 bit times. This is the stop bit, right? So since it can be more than 1 bit, so, that's why we have mentioned it is stop element. And next is the say this is it remains idle, or it can be here it can be idle state, or it can be next start bit. So it can idle, or if it is high, then you see it can be start bit, idle, or start bit, right? The next maybe I'm saying the starter one, but it can be idle also. So you see this is the character format. Character format for these asynchronous transmissions, right? So what is showing it here? You see it here. The line will remain idle, so no character is being sent. That is the ideal state, and ideal state is equivalent to the binary state ones. Binary state 1. This is 0. This is 1. Energet schemes say I mean Energet L schemes. 1 can be positive or negative, 0 can be positive. Here we consider we have considered 0 is 0 means positive voltage, 1 means negative voltage. So it is this is negative, so it is the corresponds to ideal state, right? And next is this the start bit. Actually, in fact, the beginning of the character. This is the data bit is the character bit, 5 to 8 bits in length. So the beginning of the character is signaled by the start bit, and start bit with the binary will be 0. This is the binary 0. Since it is positive, so it is binary 0, right? So that is the start bit. And next there will be data bits. It can be 5 to 8 bits in length that I have shown it, right? And followed by these things, followed by the data bits will be followed by a parity bit. This parity bit, you see, and this parity bit, it is in the MSB positions. MSB, right? Most invariant bit positions, right? So this is, I think we have discussed it earlier on the third semester. I've seen this parity bit is for error detection schemes, right? And the final element after the parity bit, final with the stop element, which is in this case binary 1 state, but it can be the durations can be, this is 1 state. See, it is negative, so this is the 1 state, but it can be 1 the stop element. It can be durations can be 1 bit, or can be 1.5 or 2 times the bit durations, 2 times the bit durations, right? So that is the stop element, right? And if you notice it, stop element and the ideal state both are same, right? So the transmitter will continue
to transmit the stop element until it is ready to send the next character, right? The transmitter will continue to transmit the stop element. So this is the character format of asynchronous transmissions. In this case, if you see it, timing requirement is modest in this synchronization schemes. In this synchronization technique, timing requirement is modest. If you consider characters by 8 bits, including the parity bit, and say 8 bit, including the parity bit, and if the receiver is fast, say faster or slower, whatever the case, if it is faster or slower, it can be faster, not necessarily receiver fast, it can be slower also. So faster or slower by say 5%, then you see still you see the character will be correctly sampled, right? I mean that times sampling of the 8th character bit in this case if the 5% faster or slower is here, then the 8th character bit will be displaced by 45%. Make just 45%. So it still correctly it will be sampled. So it is modest if receiver is faster or slower by 5%, right, than the transmitter. This will be more clear if you see the timing error. I'm just showing the diagrams. Next time we'll discuss it. Just showing the diagrams. Next time we'll discuss a little bit. You see, just showing it one example, typical examples. It will be clear. This timing error. What is this timing error? Since it is, I mean, 45% error is here, so still the receiver can sample the characters successfully. So timing error, this problem will be more clear if you see. I'm just doing the diagram. Next time we'll discuss it. Just quickly, I'm just doing it. See it here. This is the start bit. Next, so there will be 8 bits are there. This is 8 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And next will be the stop element. Right. This is the start bit. This is the start bit. Right. This is the idle or the stop. So here you see, if you consider the 10 kbps, suppose data rate it is 10 kbps, 10,000 bps, then the bit duration of 100 microsecond is BPS, then the bit duration will be 100 microsecond. And suppose if the receiver is fast by 6%, then you see how the bits are shifted. See it here, start bit. So if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see this is 50, middle of this 50, next it will be 150, next will be 250, like these things, 250, right? Duration, timing diagrams. So you see 6% means, see 3, that means here it will be shifted by, here it will be 47. You see bit duration here it will be 47. And next will be, so if you have 6%, 9, that means it will be 141, like this. In this way, if you see it, say the 8th bit here, see here it will be 7,799. So you see, here actually it is 850. 850 will be there, but it is shifted to this ones. 8 bit will be something will be here, somewhere here. So you see, erroneous will be there. So it is just more than 5%, then it will be erroneous. Up to 5% is okay, but more than, I will explain clearly these diagrams. Last diagrams I will discuss in details next times. This one I'll discuss in details. Just giving this, just for your reference, you can think about it, how it is like these things, how it is bit count is out of alignment or the erroneous, how why the error occurs. If it is 6%, receiver is fast or slow by 6, here is fast by 6%, then how the eighth beat will be erroneous. Next time we'll see it. Any questions, anybody? Any questions? Any questions, anybody?
No, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, thank you.